Tranio, since for the great desire I had to see fair Padua, nursery of art, I am arrived for fruitful Lombardy, the pleasant garden of great Italy, and by my father's love and leave am armed with his goodwill and thy good company. Here let us breathe and happily institute a course of learning and ingenious studies.
Gentle master mine, I am all affected as yourself. Glad you thus continue your resolve to suck the sweets of sweet philosophy. No profit grows where no pleasure is taken. In brief, sir, study what you most affect.
Gramercy, Tranio, more doth thou advise. But stay a while. What company is this?
Oh, master, some show to welcome us to town?
Gentlemen, importune me no farther, for I firmly am resolved, you know. That is, not bestow my youngest daughter before I have a husband for the elder. If either of you both love Katharina, because I know you well and love you well, leave shall you have to court her at your pleasure.
To cart her, rather. She's too rough for me. There, Hortensio, will you anyway?
I pray you, sir, is it your will to make a stale of me amongst these mates?
Mates? Maid? How mean you that? No mates for you, unless you're of a gentler, milder mould.
Faith, sir, you shall never need to fear. I know it is not halfway to her heart, but if it were, doubt not my care should be to comb your noddle with a three-legged stool, paint your face and you like Keep!
Oh, such devils! Good Lord, deliver us!
And me too, good Lord.
Gentlemen, that I may soon make good what I have said, Bianca, get you in. And let it not displease thee, dear Bianca, for I shall love thee nevertheless, my girl.
Oh, a pretty Pete. It were best put finger in the eye if she knew why.
Sister, content you in my discontent. Father, to your pleasure humbly I subscribe. My books and instruments shall be my company, on them to look and practice by myself.
Ah, Tranio, thou mayst hear Minerva speak.
Signor Baptista, will you be so strange? Sorry am I that our goodwill affects Bianca's grief.
Why will you lock her up, Senior Baptista, for this fiend of hell, and make her pay the penance of her tongue?
Gentlemen, content ye. I am resolved. Get you in, Bianca. And for I know she taketh most delight in music, instruments, and poetry. Schoolmasters will I keep within my house for to teach her youth. If you, Signor know any such, or Signor Gremio, you, prefer them hither. For to cunning men I will be very kind, and to mine own children liberal in good bringing up. And so farewell. Katharina, you may stay. I have more to commune with Bianca.
Huh. Why? I trust I may go too, may I not? What, shall I be appointed hours, as though belike I knew not what to take, and what to leave?
Oh! You may go to the devil's dam! Your gifts are so good, here's none will have you. Farewell. Oh. Yet for the love I bear my sweet Bianca, if I can light upon a fit man that will teach her that wherein she delights, I will wish him to her father.
So will I, Signor Gremio. But a word, I pray. Though the nature of our quarrel yet never brooked parley, know now, upon advice, it toucheth us both, that we may yet again have access to our fair mistress, and be happy rivals in Bianca's love, to labour and effect one thing especially.
What's that, I pray?
Marry, sir, to get a husband for her sister.
A husband? A devil.
Tush, Gremio. Though it pass your patience and mine to endure her loud alarms, why, man, there be good fellows in the world, if a man could light on them, would take her with all faults, and money enough. Now, since this barrel makes us friends, it shall so far forth be friendly maintained, all by helping Baptista's eldest daughter to husband, we set his youngest free for a husband, and then to have to it afresh. Sweet Bianca. Happy man be his dole. He that runs fastest gets the ring. How say you, Signor Gremio?
I am agreed. Would I'd given him the best horse in Padua that would begin his wooing, that would thoroughly woo her, wed her, bed her, and rid the house of her. Come on.
Oh, I pray, sir, tell me, is it possible that love of a sudden should take such hold?
Tranio, till I'd found it to be true, I never thought it possible or likely. Tranio, I burn, I pine, I perish, Tranio, if I achieve not this young modest girl. Counsel me, Tranio, for I know thou canst. Assist me, Tranio, for I know thou wilt.
Master, you looked so longly on the maid, perhaps you marked not what's the pith of all. Marked you not how her sister began to scold, and raise up such a storm that mortal ears might hardly endure the din?
Ah, Tranio, I saw her cold lips to move, and with her breath she did perfume the air. Sacred and sweet was all I saw in her.
Nay, it is time to wake him from his trance. I pray, awake, sir! If you love the maid, bend thoughts and wits to achieve her. Thus it stands, her elder sister is so cursed and shrewd that till her father rids his hands of her, master, your love must live a maid at home.
Ah, Tranio, what a cruel father's he! But art thou not advised he took some care to get a cunning schoolmaster to instruct her?
Aye, marry am I, sir. And now it is plotted, you will be schoolmaster and undertake the teaching of the maid. That's your device.
It is. May it be done?
Not possible. For who shall bear your part and be in Padua Herr Vincentio's son?
I have it. We have not yet been seen in any house, nor can we lie distinguished by our faces for man or master. Then it follows thus. Thou shalt be master, Tranio. In my stead keep house and port and servants as I should. I will some other be, some Florentine, some Neapolitan, or meaner man of Pisa. Tis hatched and shall be so. Tranio, at once uncase thee, take my coloured hat and cloak. When Biondello comes, she waits on thee, but I will charm her first to keep her tongue.
Oh, so had you need, and I am tied to be obedient.
Oh, here comes the rogue. Sarah, where have you been?
Where have I been? Nay, how now? Where are you? Master, has my fellow Tranio stolen your clothes? Or you stolen hers, or both? Pray, what's the news?
Come hither, 'tis no time to jest. Tranio here, to save my life, put my apparel and my countenance on, and I for my escape have put on hers. For in a quarrel since I came ashore, I killed a man, and fair I was descried. Wait you on her, I charge you, while I make my way from hence to save my life. You understand me?
I, sir, near wit.
And not a jot of Tranio in your mouth. Tranio is changed into Lucentio.
The better for her, would I were so too.
Biondello, not for my sake, but your master's, I advise you use your manners discreetly in all kinds of companies. When I am alone, why then I am Tranio, but in all places else, your master, Lucentio.
Tranio, let's go.
Verona for a while I take my leave, to see my friends in Padua. Of all, best beloved and approved friend Hortensio. I trow, this is his house. Come, sirrah, Grumio. Knock me here, I say.
Knock, sir? Whom should I knock? Is there a man has abused your worship?
Sirrah, I say, knock me here soundly.
Knock you here, sir? Why, sir, what am I, sir, that I should knock you here, sir?
Villain, I say, knock me at this gate and rap me well, or I'll knock thy knave's pate.
My master has grown quarrelsome. I should knock you first. Then I know after who comes by the worst.
Will it not be? Faith, sirrah! And you'll knock me! I'll ring it! Oh! And try how you can so far and sing it!
Help, masters, help! My master's mad!
Now knock, sirrah, villain, when I ask go! Oh,
My old friend Gremio! And my old friend Petruchio! How do you all at Verona?
Hortensio, come here to part the break.
Rise, Grumio, rise. We will compound this quarrel.
Nay, if this be not a lawful case for me to leave his service. Look you, sir, he bid me to knock him and rap him soundly, sir. Was it fit for a servant to use his master so? Whom would to God I had well knocked at first, then had not Grumio come by the worst.
Signor Hortensio, I bid the rascal knock upon your gate and could not for my heart get him to do it.
Oh, knock at the gate. Oh, heavens, spake you not these words plain? Sirrah, knock me here, rap me here, knock me well and knock me soundly. And come you now with knocking at the gate.
Sirrah, be gone or talk not, I advise you!
Petruchio, patience! I am Grumio's pledge. Why, this is a heavy chance twixt him and you. Your ancient, trusty, pleasant servant, Grumio. Tell me now, sweet friend, what happy gale blows you to Padua, here from old Verona?
Such winds as scatter young men through the world seek their fortunes farther than at home. Antonio, my father, is deceased. And so I've thrust myself into this maze, happily to wive and thrive as best I may. Crowns I have in my purse and goods at home, so I've come abroad to see the world.
Petruchio, shall I then come roundly to thee, and wish thee to a shrewd or favoured wife? Thou would thank me but little for my counsel, and yet I can promise thee she shall be rich, and very rich. But thou art too much my friend, and I'll not wish thee to her.
Signor Hortensio, twixt such friends as we few words suffice. Therefore, if you know one rich enough to be Petruchio's wife, where she is flowers as Florentius' love, as old as Sibyl, where she is rough as the swelling Adriatic seas, I come to wive it wealthily in Padua. If wealthily, then happily in Padua.
Nay, look you, sir, he tells you flatly what his mind is. Why, give him gold enough and marry him to a puppet, or an aglet baby, or an old trot with ne'er a tooth in her head, though she have as many diseases as 52 horses. Why, nothing comes amiss, so money comes with all.
Petruchio, since we are stepped thus far in, I will continue that I broached in jest. I can, Petruchio, help thee to a wife, with wealth enough, and young and beauteous, brought up as best becomes a gentlewoman. Her only fault, and that is faults enough, is that she's intolerable cursed, and shrewd and froward, so beyond all measure, that were my state far worse than it is, I would not wed her for a mine of gold.
Peace, Hortensio. Thou knowest not gold's effect. Tell me her father's name, and 'tis enough. For I will board her, though she chide as loud as thunder, when the clouds in autumn crack.
Her father is Baptista Minola, an affable and courteous gentleman. Her name is Katharina Minola, renowned in all Padua for a scalding tongue.
I know her father, but I know not her. And he knew my deceased father well. Hortensio, I will not sleep until I see her.
I pray you, sir, let him go while the humour lasts.
Tarry, Petruchio! I must go with thee, for in Baptista's keep my treasure is. He hath the jewel of my life in hold, his youngest daughter, beautiful Bianca.
Oh!
But this order hath Baptista taken, that none shall have access unto Bianca, till Katharina the Cursed have got a husband.
Katharina the Cursed? A title for a maid of all titles the worst.
Now shall my friend Petruchio do me grace, and offer me disguised in sober robes, to old Baptista as a schoolmaster, well seen in music to instruct Bianca, that so I may, by this device at least, have leave and leisure to make love to her, and unsuspected court her by herself.
Master, look about you. Who comes here, huh?
Peace! It is the arrival of my love, Petruchio. Stand by a while.
Oh, very well. I have perused the note. Hark you, sir. I'll have them very fairly bound. All books of love, see that at any hand. And see you read no other lectures to her.
Whatever I read to her, I'll plead for you as for my patron, stand you so assured, as firmly as yourself was still in place. Yea, and perhaps with more successful words than you, unless you are a scholar, sir.
This learning, what a thing it is!
This woodcock, what an ass it is!
Grumio, man. God save you, Signor Gremio!
Oh, and are you well met, Signor Hortensio? You know you whither I am going? To Baptista Minola. I promised to inquire for a schoolmaster for the fair Bianca. And by good fortune have lighted on this young man, for learning and behaviour fit for her turn. Well read in poetry and other books. Good ones, I warrant ye.
'Tis well, and I have met a gentleman, hath promised me to help me to another, a fine musician to instruct our mistress. So shall I be no whit behind in duty to fair Bianca, so beloved of me.
So beloved of me, and that my deeds shall prove.
And that his bags shall prove.
Gremio, 'tis now no time to vent our love. Listen to me, and if you speak me fair, I'll tell you news indifferent good for either. Here is a gentleman whom by chance I have met, upon agreement from us to his liking, will undertake to woo cursed Katharina, yea, and to marry her, if her dowry please.
So said, so done is well. Hortensio, have you told him all her faults?
I know she's an irksome, brawling scold. If that be all, masters, I hear no harm.
Sir, such a life with such a wife was strange. But if you have a stomach, go to it in God's name. You shall have me assisting you in all. But will you woo this wildcat?
Will I live?
Will he woo her? Aye, or I'll hang her.
Why come I hither but to that intent? Dost thou think the little din can daunt my ears? Have I not in my time heard lions roar? Ooh. Have I not heard the sea, puffed up with winds, rage like an angry boar, chafed with sweat? Dost thou tell me of a woman's tongue that gives not half so great a blow to hear as a chestnut in a farmer's fire? Tush, tush. Fear boys with bugs.
For he fears none.
Hark, Hortensio, this man is happily arrived, my mind presumes, for his own good and ours.
I promise we will be contributors and bear his charging of wooing whatsoever.
Yeah, and so we will, provided that he win her.
I wish I were sure of a good dinner.
Gentlemen, God save you. If I may be bold, tell me, I beseech you, which is the readiest way to the house of Signor Baptista Minola?
He that has the two fair daughters, is he you mean?
Even he, Biondello.
Hark you, sir, mean you not her to...
Perhaps him and her? What have you to do?
Not her that chides, by any hand.
I love no chiders, sir. Biondello, let's away.
Well begun, Tranio.
Sir, a word ere you go. Are you a suitor to the maid you talk of, yea or no?
For what reason ask you this?
For this reason, if you'll know, she is the choice love of Signor Gremio.
That she's the choice love of Signor Hortensio.
Baptista is a noble gentleman to whom my father is not all unknown, And were his daughter as fair as she is, she may more suitors have, and me for one.
Sir, let me be so bold as ask you, did you yet ever see Baptista's daughter?
No, sir, but here I do that he hath two.
Sir. The first one's for me. Let her go by.
Yeah, leave that labour to great Hercules.
Sir, know this of me in sooth. The youngest daughter, for whom you hearken, her father keeps from all access of suitors, and will promise her to no man until the elder first be wed. The younger then is free, and not before.
Well, sir, if this be so, you are the man must stead us all, and me amongst the rest. Please ye, we may contrive this afternoon, and quaff carouses to our mistress's health, and do as adversaries do in law, strive mightily, but eat and drink as friends.
Oh, excellent motion. Fellows, let's be gone.
The motion's good indeed, and be it so. Petruchio, I shall be your Benvenuto.
So well I know my duty to my elders.
Of all thy suitors, here I charge thee, tell whom thou lovest best, and see thou dissemble not.
Believe me, sister, of all the men alive, I never yet beheld that special face which I could fancy more than any other.
Oh, minion! Thou liest! It's not Hortensio!
You affect him, sister. Here, I swear I'll plead for you myself, but you shall have him.
Oh, belike then you fancy riches more. You will have Gremio to keep you fair.
Is it for him you do envy me so? Nay, then you jest. And now I well perceive you have but jested with me all this time. I prithee, sister Kate, tie my hands.
Oh. If that be jest, then all the rest was so.
Oh, now, Jade! Whence grows this insolence? Bianca, get thee in. Oh, poor girl, she weeps. Oh. Go ply thy needle. Meddle not with her. For shame, thou helding of a devilish spirit! Why dost thou wrong her that did ne'er wrong thee? When did she ever cross thee with a bitter word?
Her silence flouts me. I'll be revenged!
What? In my sight? Bianca, go in.
What? Will you not suffer me? Nay, now I see she is your treasure. She must have a husband. I must dance barefoot on her wedding day, and for your love to her, lead apes in hell, talk not to me. I shall go and sit and weep till I can find occasion of revenge.
Was ever gentleman thus grieved as I? But who comes here?
Good morrow, neighbour Baptista.
Good morrow, neighbour Gremio. God save you, gentlemen.
And you, good sir. Pray, do you not have a daughter called Katharina, fair and virtuous?
I have a daughter, sir, called Katharina.
You are too blunt. Go to it orderly.
You do me wrong, Signor Gremio. Give me leave. I am a gentleman of Verona, sir, who, having heard of her wit and her beauty, her affability and her bashful modesty, her wondrous qualities and her mild behaviour, am bold to make myself a forward guest within your house, to make mine eyes bear witness to that report which I have so often heard. And as an entrance to my entertainment, I do present you with a man of mine, cunning in music and mathematics, to instruct her fully in those sciences to which I know she is not ignorant. Accept of him, or you do me wrong. His name is Liccio, born in Mantua.
You are welcome, sir, and he, for your good sake. But for my daughter Katharina, this I know, she's not for your turn, no more my grief.
I see you do not mean to part with her, or else you like not of my company.
Mistake me not, sir. I speak but as I find. Whence are you, sir, and how may I call your name?
Petruchio is my name. Antonio's son. A man renowned throughout all Italy.
I know him well. You are welcome for his sake.
Saving your tale, Petruchio, I pray, let us who are poor petitioners speak too. Neighbour, this is a gift very grateful, I am sure of it. To express the like kindness myself, that are more kindly beholding to you than any, doth give unto you freely this young scholar that hath long been studying at Rheims, as cunning in Greek, Latin, and other languages as the other is in music and mathematics. His name is Cambio. Pray accept his service.
1,000 thanks, Signor Gremio. Welcome, good Cambio. But gentle sir, methinks you walk like a stranger. May I be so bold to ask the cause of your coming?
Pardon me, sir. The boldness is mine own, that being a stranger in this city here, do make myself a suitor to your daughter, unto Bianca, fair and virtuous. Nor is your firm resolve unknown to me in the preferment of the eldest sister. This liberty is all that I request, that, upon knowledge of my parentage, I may be welcome amongst the rest that woo, and given free access and favour as the rest. And, towards the education of your daughters, I here bestow this simple instrument, and this small packet of Greek and Latin books. If you accept them, their worth is great.
Your name, sir, and whence?
Lucentio of Pisa, sir. Son to Vincentio?
A mighty man of Pisa. By report I know him well. You are very welcome, sir. Take you the lute, and you the set of books, and you will go and visit your pupils presently. Sirrah, take these gentlemen to my daughters, and tell them these are their tutors, and bid them use them well. Sirrah, we will go walk in the orchard a little, and then to dinner. You are passing welcome, and so I bid you all think yourselves.
Signor Baptista, my business asketh haste, and every day I cannot come to woo. You knew my father well, and in him me left all sole heir to all his lands and goods, which I bettered rather than decreased. Tell me, if I were to get your daughter's love, what dowry would I have with her to wife?
After my death, 1/2 of my lands, and in possession 20,000 crowns.
Well, for that dowry, I'll assure her of her widowhood. Be her, as she survives me, all my lands and leases whatsoever. Therefore, let specialties be drawn between us, that covenants may be kept on either hand.
Aye, when that special thing is well obtained, that is her love, for that is all in all.
That's nothing, father. For I am as peremptory as she is proud-minded. And where two raging fires do meet together, they do consume the thing that feeds their fury. Where little fire grows great with little wind, great gusts do blow out fire and all. So I am with her, and so she yields to me. Because I'm rough, and I woo not like a babe.
Well mayst thou woo, and happy be thy speed. But be thou armed for some unhappy words.
Aye, well, to the proof. As mountains are to winds, that shake not, though they blow perpetually.
Why, how now, old friend? Why dost thou look so pale?
For fear, I promise you, if I look pale.
Oh, what does my daughter prove a good musician?
Oh, I think she'll sooner prove a soldier. I and me hoot with her, but
Then
never lutes.
Thou canst not break her to the lute?
Why, no, for she hath broke the lute to me,
Oh.
and caught me, rascal fiddler, and a twangling jack, with 20 such vile terms as she had studied to misuse me so.
Now, by the world, 'tis a lusty wench. I love her 10 times more than e'er I did. Ooh, how long to have a chat with her?
Oh, come go with me, and be not so disconcerted. Proceed in practice with my youngest daughter. She's absolute. Will be thankful for good turns. Signor Petruchio, will you go with us, or shall I send my daughter Kate to you?
Pray you do.
Come.
I will attend her here and woo her with some spirit when she comes. Say that you rail. Why, I'll tell her plainly she sings as sweetly as a nightingale. Say that she frown. I'll tell her she looks as clear as morning roses newly washed with dew. Say that she be mute and speak not a word. I'll commend her volubility, and say she uttereth piercing eloquence. Say she bid me pack. I'll thank her, though she asked me to stay for a week. If she deny to wed, I'll crave the day when I shall ask for banns and when be married. But here she comes. Now, Petruchio, speak. Good morrow, Kate. For that is your name, I hear.
Well, have you heard? But something hard of hearing. They call me Katharina that do talk of me.
You lie of faith. Because you are called plain Kate. And bonny Kate. Sometimes Kate the curse. But Kate, the prettiest Kate in Christendom. Kate of Kate Hall. My super dainty Kate. For dainties are all Kates. Therefore, Kate, take this of me, Kate of my consolation. Hearing of thy wit and thy beauty, praised in every town, thy virtue spoken, and thy beauty sounded, though not as deep as to thee belongs. Myself am moved to woo thee for my wife.
Moved. In good time. Let him that moved you hither remove you hence. I knew you at the first, you were immovable.
Why? What's immovable?
A joint stool.
Thou hast hit it! Come, sit on me!
Asses are made to bear, and so are you.
Women are made to bear, and so are you.
No such jade as you, if me you mean.
Oh, alas, poor Kate, I will not burden thee, for knowing thee to be young and light.
Too light for such a swain as you to catch, and yet as heavy as my weight should be.
Should buzz.
Well ta'en, and like a buzzard.
Come, you wasp. Faith, you are too angry.
If I be waspish, best beware my sting.
Well, then my remedy is to pluck it out.
Aye, if the fool could find where it lies.
Who knows not where a wasp doth wear his sting? In his tail.
In his tongue.
Whose tongue?
Yours, if you talk of tails, and so farewell.
What? Was my tongue in your tail? Nay, good Kate, come again. I am a gentleman.
That I will try.
I swear I'll cuff you if you strike again.
So may you lose your arms. For if you strike me, you are no gentleman, and if no gentleman, why then no arms.
Oh, a herald, Kate. Put me in thy books.
And what's thy crest? A coxcomb.
A combless cock. Therefore, Kate will be my hen.
No cock of mine. You crow too like a craven.
Oh, come, Kate, come. Faith, you look too sour.
It is my fashion when I see a crab.
There's no crab, therefore look not sour.
There is.
Show me.
Had I a glass, I would.
Oh, you mean my face?
Well, aimed at such a young one.
Oh, my Hercules, I'm too young for thee.
Oh, and yet you are withered.
Oh, just with cares.
I care not.
Nay, hear me, Kate, and sooth you escape not so.
I chafe you if I tarry. Let me go.
No, not a whit. I find you passing gentle. 'Twas told me you're rough and coy and sullen, and now I find report a very liar. For thou art pleasant, gamesome, passing courteous, but yet slow in speech, yet sweet as springtime flowers. Why does the world report that Kate doth limp? Oh, slanderous world! Kate, like the hazel twig, is straight and slender, and as brown in hue as hazelnuts, yet sweeter than the kernels. Come, let me see thee walk. Ah, thou dost not halt.
Where did you study all this goodly speech?
It is extempore, my mother wit.
A witty mother, witless else her son.
Am I not wise?
Yes, keep you warm.
Ah, marry, so I mean, sweet Katharina, in thy bed! Therefore, setting all this chaff aside, and in plain terms, your father hath consented that you be my wife. The dowry agreed on, and will you, nill you, I will marry you. Now, Kate, I am a husband for your turn. And now by this light, wherein I see thy beauty that doth make me like thee well, thou must be married to no man but me. For I am he, and born to tame you, Kate, and bring you from a wild Kate to a Kate as conformable as any other household Kate. Here comes your father, make no denial. I must and will have Katharina for my wife.
Ah, Signor Petruchio, how speed you with my white daughter?
No, but well, sir. How but well? 'Twere impossible I should speed amiss.
How now, daughter Katharina, in your dumps?
Call you me, daughter? Now I promise you have shown a tender, fatherly regard to wish me wed to one half lunatic, a madcap ruffian and a swearing jack that thinks with oaths to face the matter out.
Just thus, father. Yourself and all the world who have talked of her have talked amiss of her. If she be cursed, it is for policy. For she is not froward, but modest as the dove. I mean, she's not hot, but temperate as the morn. Why, we agreed so well together that upon Sunday is the wedding day.
I'll see thee hanged on Sunday first, you thing!
Park Petruchio, she says she'll see thee hanged first.
Is this your speeding? Nay then, good night on our part.
Patience, gentlemen. If I choose her for myself. If she and I be pleased, what's that to you? Oh, the kindest Kate. 'Tis incredible to believe how much she loves me. She hung about my neck, and kiss on kiss she vied so fast, protesting oath on oath, that in a twink she won me to her love. Oh, you are novices. 'Tis the world to see how tame, when men and women are alone, a meacock wreck can tame the cursedest shrew. Come, Kate. Give me your hand. No! I will to Venice to buy apparel for the wedding day. Provide the feast, father, and bid the guests. I shall be sure my Katharina will be fine.
I know not what to say. Give me your hands. Oh, God speed you, Petruchio. It is a match. Amen, say we.
We will be witnesses.
Father and wife and gentlemen, adieu. I will to Venice. Sunday comes apace. We will have rings and things and fine array. And kiss me, Kate. We will be married on Sunday.
Was ever match clapped up so suddenly?
Oh, and now I play a merchant's part and venture madly on a desperate mart.
Now, Baptista, to your younger daughter. This is the day we long have looked for. I am your neighbour and was suitor first.
And I am the one that loves Bianca more than words can witness, or your thoughts can guess.
Youngling, thou canst not love so dear as I.
Oh, greybeard, thou love doth freeze.
And thine doth fry. Skipper, stand back. 'Tis age that nourisheth.
But youth in ladies' eyes that flourisheth. Oh, come on.
Gentlemen, I will make a decision on this. 'Tis deeds will win the prize. Whichever of you both can bring the greatest dower to my daughter shall have Bianca's love. Signor Gremio, what can you assure her?
First, as you know, my house within this city is richly furnished in plate and gold, basins and ewers to lave her dainty hands, my hangings all of Tyrian tapestry, 60 fat oxen standing in my stalls, and all things answerable to this portion. Myself I'm struck in years. I must confess, and if I die tomorrow, all this is hers. If whilst I live she be only mine.
That only came well in. Sir, list to me. I am my father's heir and only son. If I were to have your daughter to my wife, I'll leave her houses 3 or 4 as good within rich Pisa walls as any one old Signor Gremio has in Padua. Besides, 2,000 ducats by the year of fruitful land, all of which shall be her jointure. What? Have I pinched you, Signor Gremio?
2,000 ducats by the year of land? My land amounts to not so much, that you shall have. Besides, an argosy now is lying in Marseille Road. What, have I choked you with an argosy?
Oh, Gremio, 'tis known my father has no less than 3 great argosies, besides 2 galleasses and 12 tight galleys. These I will assure her, and twice as much, whatever thou offerest next.
Nay, I have offered all, there is no more. I can give her no more than all I have. If you like me, she can have me in mine.
Well then, Gremio is outvied by your firm promise. The maid is mine for all the world.
I must confess, your offer is the best. And should your father this assurance make, your Bianca will be yours. Else, pardon me for saying this, if you should die before him, where's her dower?
That's but a cavil. He is old, I am young.
And may not young men die as well as old?
Gentlemen, I am resolved. On Sunday next is Katharina to be married. On the Sunday following shall Bianca be bride to you. If you this assurance, if not, Signor Gremio. And so I thank you and bid you farewell.
Adieu, good neighbour. Now I fear thee not. Sirrah, young gamester. Thou father a fool to give thee all, and in his waning age set foot under thy table. A toy. An old Italian fox is not so kind, my boy.
A vengeance on your crafty, withered hide. And yet, I have faced it with a card of 10. 'Tis in my head to do my master good. I see no reason, but suppose Lucentio must get a father called supposed Vincentio. And that's but a wonder. Fathers do normally get their children, but in this case of wooing, a child shall get a sire, if I fail not of my cunning.
Fiddler, forbear! You grow too forward, sir. Have you so soon forgot the entertainment her sister Katharina welcomed you withal?
But, wrangling pedant, this is the patroness of heavenly harmony. Then give me leave to have prerogative, and when in music we're spent an hour, your lecture shall have leisure for as much.
Preposterous ass that never read so far to know the cause why music was ordained. Was it not to refresh the mind of man after his studies or his usual pain? Then give me leave to read philosophies, and while I pause, serve in your harmonies.
Sir, I'll not bear these braves of thine!
Why, gentlemen, you do me double wrong to strive for that which resteth in my choice. I am no breaching scholar in the schools. I'll not be tied to hours nor pointed times, but learn my lessons as I please myself. And to cut off all strife, here, sit we down. Take you your instrument, play you the whiles. His lecture will be done ere you have tuned.
You'll leave his lecture when I'm in tune?
That will be never. Tune your instrument.
Where left we last?
Here, madam.
Construe them.
Hic ibat, as I told you before, Simois, I am Lucentio. Hic est, son unto Vincentio of Pisa. Sigea tellus, disguised thus to get your love. Hic steterat, and that Lucentio that comes a-wooing. Pria me, is my friend Tranio. Regia, bearing my pot. Celsa sinis, that we might beguile the old pantaloon.
Madam, my instrument's in tune.
Let's hear. Oh, 5, the treble jars.
Spit in the hole, man, and tune again.
Now, let me see if I can construe it. Ahem. Hic ibat simois. I know you not. Hic est steterat. I trust you not. Hic est sigea tellus. Take heed he hear us not. Regia. Presume not. Celsus sinis. Despair not.
Madam, 'tis now in tune.
All but the bass.
The bass is right. 'Tis the bass knave that jars.
In time I may believe, yet I mistrust.
No, mistrusted not.
I must believe my master. Else I promise you I would be arguing still upon that doubt. Let it rest. Now, Licio, to you. Good masters, take it not unkindly, pray, that I have been thus pleasant with you both.
You may go and walk. Give me leave a while. My lessons make no music in 3 parts.
Are you so formal, sir? Well, I must wait, and watch withal, for but I be deceived, thou fine musician groweth amorous.
Madam, before you touch the instrument, to learn the order of my fingering, I must begin with the rudiments of art, to teach you gamut of a briefer sort.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. I am past my gamut long ago.
Yet read the gamut of Hortensio.
Gamut, I am the ground of all accord. A, Ray, to plead Hortensio's passion. B, me, Bianca, take him for thy lord. C, far ut, that loves with all affection. D, sol re, 1 clef, 2 notes have I. E, la me, show pity or I die. Call you this gamut? I like it not. Old fashions please me best. I am not so nice to change true rules for old inventions.
Mistress, your father prays you leave your books and help to dress your sister's chamber up, for you know tomorrow's the wedding day.
Farewell, sweet masters both. I must be gone.
Faith, mistress, then I have no cause to stay.
Yes! But I have cause to pry into this pedant. Methinks he looks as though he were in love.
Signor Lucentio, this is the appointed day that Katharina and Petruchio should be married, and yet we hear not of our son-in-law. What will be said? What shame will it be for the bridegroom to be absent when the priest attends to speak the solemn rites of marriage? What says Lucentio to this shame of ours?
There's no shame but mine. I must, forsooth, be forced to give my hand opposed against my heart, unto a mad-brained rudesby full of spleen, who wooed in haste and means to wed at leisure. I told you I was a frantic fool, hiding his bitter jests and blunt behaviour. And, to be noted for a merry man, he'll woo 1,000, point the day of marriage, make feasts, invite friends, proclaim the banns, yet never means to wed where he hath wooed. Now must the world point at poor Katharina and say, lo, there is mad Petruchio's wife. If it would please him, come and marry her. Would Katharina had never seen him, though.
Go, girl, I cannot blame thee now to weep, for such an injury would vex a very saint, much less a shrew of your impatient humour.
Master! Master! News! Old news and such news as you never heard of!
What?
Petruchio's coming!
K-A-T-E. Oh, Kate.
Where be these gallants? Who's at home?
You are welcome, sir.
Where's my Catherine? Where is my lovely bride? How does my father? Ah! Gentles, methinks you frown. Wherefore gaze this goodly company as if they've seen some wondrous monument, some comet, or unusual prodigy?
You know this is your wedding day. At first we were sad because we thought you would not come. And now sadder that you come so unprovided. Fight off this habit. A shame to your estate. An insult to our solemn ceremony.
And tell us, what occasion of import has so long detained you and sent you hither so unlike yourself?
Oh, tedious work to tell, and harsh to hear. Suffice to say, I've come to keep my word. But where's Kate? I'm staying too long for her. The morning wears it's time I were at church.
Oh, see not your bride in these irreverent robes. Go to my chamber, put on clothes of mine.
Not I, believe me. I'll see her thus.
But thus, I pray you will not marry her.
Good sooth, even thus. To me she's married, not unto my clothes. Could I repair what she will wear in me, as I could change these poor accoutrements to well for Kate and better for myself? But what a fool am I to chat with you, when I should bid good morrow to my bride and seal the title with a lovely kiss. Catherine! Catherine! Catherine!
He has some meaning in his mad attire. We'll persuade him, be it possible, to put on better ere he go to church.
Aye, I'll after him and see the truth of this.
But to her love concerneth us to add her father's liking, which, to bring to pass, we are to get a man, whate'er he may be, it skills not much, will fit him to our turn, and he shall be Vincentio of Pisa, and give assurances here in Padua of greater sums than I have promised. So shall you quietly enjoy your hope, and marry sweet Bianca with consent.
Were it not that my fellow schoolmaster doth watch Bianca step so narrowly, 'twere good, methinks, to steal our marriage, which once performed, let all the world say no. I'll keep mine own despite of all the world.
And that we mean to look into and watch our vantage in this business. We'll overreach that grey-beard Gremio, the narrow prying father Minola, that quaint musician amorous Liccio, all for my master's sake, Lucentio. Signor Gremio, came you from the church?
As willingly as e'er I came from school.
And the bride and bridegroom coming home?
A bridegroom, say you? She's a groom indeed, a grumbling groom, and that the girl shall find.
Oh, cursed and then she? Why, 'tis impossible.
Why, he's a devil, a very fiend.
Oh, she's a devil, the devil's dam.
Oh, she's a lamb, a fool, a dove to him. I tell you, Sir Lucentio, when the priest should ask if Katharina should be his wife, "By Gog's wounds," quoth he, and swore so loud that all amazed the priest let fall the book. And when he did stoop again to take it up, the mad-brained bridegroom took him such a cuff that down fell priest and book and priest. "Now take them up," quoth he, "if any list."
What said the wench when he rose again?
Trembled and shook, for why? He stamped and swore as if the vicar meant to cozen him. But after many ceremonies done, he calls for wine. "Health," quoth he, as if he'd been aboard carousing to his mates after a storm. Quaffed off the musket out and threw the sops all in the sexton's face, having no other reason than that his beard grew thin and hungerly and seemed to ask him sops as he was drinking. This done, he took the bride about the neck and kissed her lips in such a clamorous smack that at the parting all the church did echo. And I, seeing this, came thence for very shame. And after me I know the rout is coming. Such a mad marriage never was before. Hark, hark, I hear the minstrels play.
Gentlemen and friends, I thank you for your pains. I know you think to dine with me tonight and have prepared great store of wedding cheer, but so it is, my business takes me hence, and here I mean to take my leave.
It's possible you will leave tonight.
I must away today before night come. If you knew my business, you'd entreat me rather go than stay. And so, honest company, I thank you all that have beheld me give myself away to this most patient, sweet, and virtuous wife. Dine with my father, drink a health to me, for I must hence, and farewell to you all.
Let us entreat you. Stay till after dinner.
It must not be.
Let me entreat you.
It cannot be.
Let me entreat you.
I am content.
You are content to stay?
I am content you entreat me stay, but yet not stay. Entreat me how you can.
Now, if you love me, stay.
Grumio, my horse.
Aye, sir, be ready.
Nay then, do what thou canst. I will not go today, no, nor tomorrow, not till I please myself. The door is open, sir, there lies your way. You may be jogging whilst your boots are green. For me, I'll not be gone till I please myself.
Prithee, Kate, come, be not so angry.
Oh, I will be angry. What hast thou to do? Father, be quiet. He shall stay my leisure.
Aye, marry, sir. Now it begins to work.
Gentlemen, forward to the bridal dinner. I see a woman may be made a fool if she had not a spirit to resist.
They shall go forward, Kate, at thy command. Obey the bride, those who attend on her. Go to the feast, revel and domineer. Carouse full measure to her maidenhead. Be mad and merry, oh, go hang yourselves. But for my bonny Kate, she must with me.
Nay, I will not!
Look not big, nor stamp, nor stare. I will be master of what is mine own.
Oh.
She is my goods, my chattels, my house, my household stuff, my field, my barn, my horse, my ass, my ox, my anything. And here she stands. Touch her, he that dare! I'll bring mine action on the proudest he that stops my way in Padua! Grumio, draw forth thy weapon! Rescue thy mistress if you be a man! We are beset by thieves! Fear not, sweet wench! They will not touch thee, Kate! I'll buckler thee against a million! Ah! 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 Go!
Hey, let them go. A pair of quiet ones.
When they nod quickly, I should die with laughing.
Of all the mad matches, never was there the like.
Mistress, what's your opinion of your sister?
Oh, that being mad herself, she's madly mated.
I warrant him, Petruchio is Katie.
Neighbours and friends, the bride and bridegroom wants for to supply the places at the table. There wants no goods to supply the feast. So, Signor Lucentio, you play you the part of the bridegroom, And Bianca, she can play her sister's room.
Shall Mistress Bianca practice how to bride it?
Ah, she shall, Hortensio. Come, gentlemen, let's go.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached half-time, or interval as some people like to call it. So if you want to go and get yourself a snack, why not go to Southern Sound? Or stick around and watch the set move. It's really out of it, man. Thank you for enjoying the first half of the show.
Fie on all tired jades, on all mad masters and all foul ways. Was ever man so beaten? Was ever man so rayed? Was ever man so weary? I am sent before to make a fire, and they are coming after to warm them. Now, were not I a little and soon hot, my very lips might freeze to my teeth, my tongue to the roof of my mouth, my heart and my belly ere I come by a fire to thaw me. But I, in blowing the fire, shall warm myself. For, considering the weather, a taller man than I will take cold. Holla ho! Curtis!
Who is that calls so coldly?
A piece of ice. If thou doubt it, thou mayst slide from my shoulder to my heel. Fire, good Curtis.
Is my master and his wife coming, Grumio?
Oh, aye, Curtis, aye. Therefore, fire, fire. Cast on no water.
Is she so hot as Shrew, as she's reported?
She was, good Curtis, before this frost. But thou knowest, winter tames man, woman, and beast. For it hath tamed my old master, my new mistress, and myself, Curtis. Therefore, fire, do thy duty, for my master and mistress are almost frozen to death.
There's fire ready. And therefore, good Grumio, the news.
I have caught extreme cold. Oh. Where's the cook? Is supper ready? The house trimmed, rushes strewed, cobwebs swept. The serving men in their new fustian, their white stockings, and every officer his wedding garment on. Be the jacks fair within, the jewels fair without, carpets laid, and everything in order.
All ready. And therefore, good Grumio, tell me, how goes the world? What's news?
First, no, my horse is tired. My master and mistress fallen out.
How?
Out of their saddles into the dirt. And thereby hangs a tale.
Well, let's have it, good Grumio.
Let thine ear.
Here.
There!
It's just to feel a tale, not to hear a tale.
Oh, and therefore 'tis called a sensible tale. And this cuff was but to knock at your ear and beseech listening. Now I begin. We came down a foul hill, my master riding behind my mistress. Her horse fell, and she under her horse. Thou shouldst have heard in how miry a place, how she was bemoiled, how he left her with the horse upon her, how he beat me because her horse stumbled, how she waded through the dirt to pluck him off me, how he swore, how she prayed that never prayed before, how I cried, how the horses ran away, how her bridle burst, how I lost my crupper with many things of worthy memory, which now shall die in oblivion, now return unexperienced to thy grave.
By this reckoning, he is more shrew than she.
Aye, that thou, the proudest of you all, will find when he comes home. But what talk I of this? Is our household ready?
They are.
Oh!
Welcome you!
Hello you! Welcome you! Hello you! Whoa! And thus much for greeting. Now, my spruce companions, is all ready and all things neat.
All things is ready. How near is our master?
Clean at hand, alighted by this, and therefore be not Cock's passion silence, I hear my master!
Where be these knights? What? No man adore to take my steps, nor to hold my horse! Where are you all?
Here, sir. Here, sir. Here, sir.
Here, sir, here, sir, here, sir, here, sir. You logger-headed, unpolished grooms! What? No attendance? No regard? No duty? Where is the foolish knave I sent before?
Here, sir, as foolish as I was before.
You peasant swain! You whoreson malt horse drudge! Go, rascals, go! Fetch my supper in! Where is the life that late I led? Where are those? Oh, Kate! Come! Sit! Welcome! Sound, 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 sound when I say! Kate! Come, be merry! Off with my boots, you rogues, you villains! When? As a friar of orders grey, he once went on his way. Oh, you plucked my foot awry! Take that! Mend the plucking of the other. Kate, be merry. Can I have some water? Where are my slippers? Shall I have some water? Come, Kate, drink, and welcome heartily. You whoreson villain! Will you let it fall?
Patience, I pray you, it was a fault unwilling.
You whoreson, beetle-headed, flat-eared knave! Come, Kate. Sit. I know you have a stomach. Will you give thanks, Kate, or shall I? What's this? Mutton?
Aye.
Who brought it?
Aye.
It is burnt. And so is all the meat. What dogs are these? Where's the rascal cook? How durst you, villains, bring it to me from the dresser and serve it to me that like it not? There, take it, traitors, cunts, and all you heedless, joltheads, and unpotless grooms! What? Do you grumble? I'll be with you straight.
Husband, oh, be not so disquiet. The meat was well if you were so contented.
I tell you, Kate, 'tis burnt and dried away. I am expressly forbid to touch it, for it engenders choler and planteth anger. 'Twere better that we both did fast, since ourselves of choleric, than to feed it with such over-roasted flesh. Patience. Tomorrow shall be mended. But for tonight we will fast for company. Come! Let me take you to your bridal chamber.
Didst ever see the like?
He kills her in her own humour. Where is he?
In her chamber, making a sermon of continency to her, and rails and swears and rates that she, poor soul, knows not which way to stand, to look, to speak, and sits as one new risen from a dream. Away, for he is coming hither.
Thus have I politically begun my reign, and 'tis my hope to end successfully. She eat no meat tonight, nor none shall eat. Last night she slept not, nor tonight she shall not. As with the meat, I'll find some undeserved fault with the making of the bed. Here I'll fling the pillow, there the bolster, that way the coverlet, another way the sheets, aye. And amid this hurly I'll intend that all is done in reverend care of her. And in conclusion, she shall watch all night. And should she chance to nod, I'll rail and I'll brawl on them. Keep her still awake. This is the way to kill a wife with kindness. Thus I'll curb her mad and headstrong humour. He that knows better how to tame a shrew, now let him speak. 'Tis charity to show.
Friend Licio, that Mistress Bianca doth fancy any other but Lucentio? I tell you, sir, she bears me fair at hand.
Sir, to satisfy you in what I have said, stand by a while and mark the manner of his teaching.
Now, mistress, profit you in what you read.
What master read you? First resolve me that.
I read that I profess the art to love.
And may you prove, sir, master of your art.
While you, sweet dear, prove mistress of my heart.
Tell me, I pray you, that doth swear of your mistress Bianca, love none in the world so well as Lucentio.
Despiteful love, unconstant womankind, I tell thee, Licio, this is wonderful.
Mistake no more, for I am not Licio, nor a musician as I appear to be. Know, sir, that I am called Hortensio.
Signor Hortensio, I've often heard of your entire affection towards Bianca, and since mine eyes are witness to her lightness, I will with you, if you be so contented, forswear Bianca and her love forever.
See how they kiss and court! Signor Lucentio, here is my hand, and here I do firmly vow never to woo her no more, but to forswear her as one unworthy all the former favours that I've formerly flattered her withal.
Fie on her! Look how beastly she doth court him.
Would all the world but he had quite forsworn, for me, that I may surely keep mine oath, I will be married to a wealthy widow ere 3 days have passed, who have as long loved me as I have loved this proud, disdainful haggard. And so, farewell, Signor Lucentio. Kindness in women, not their beauteous looks, shall win my love. And so I take my leave, in resolution, as I swore before.
Mistress Bianca, bless you with such grace as longeth to a lover's blessed case. Nay, I have taken you napping, gentle love, and have forsworn you with Hortensio.
Tranio, you jest. But Have you both forsworn me?
Mistress, we have.
Then we're rid of Licio.
Faith, he'll have a lusty widow by now and be wooed and wedded in a day.
Oh, God give him joy. Master, I've watched so long that I'm dog-weary, but at last I spied an ancient angel coming down the hill. Will serve the turn.
What is he, Biondello?
Master, a merchant or pedant, I know not what, but formal in apparel and gait and countenance, surely like a father.
What of him, Tranio?
If he be credulous and trust my tale, I'll make him glad to seem Vincentio and give assurances here in Padua as if he were the right Vincentio. Take in your love and then let me alone.
Oh, God, thank you, sir.
And you, sir, you are welcome. Travel you far on, or are you at your father's?
Sir, the father's for a week or two.
What countryman, I pray?
Mantua.
Oh, of Mantua, sir. Marry, God forbid, and come to Padua, careless of your life?
My life, sir? How, I pray, for that goes hard.
Oh, 'tis death to anyone in Mantua to come to Padua. No, you're not the cause. Your ship's estate at Venice and the Duke, for private quarrel twixt your Duke and him, have published and proclaimed it openly. 'Tis marvel but that you're but newly come. You might have heard it else proclaimed about. This courtesy I will do you, and this I will advise you. First, have you ever been at Pisa?
Aye, sir.
Among them know you one Vincentio?
I know him not, but I have heard of him.
He is my father, sir, and, sooth to say, in countenance somewhat doth resemble you.
As much as an apple doth an oyster.
In this extremity this I will do, for his sake, and think it not the worst of any fortunes that you are like to Sir Vincentio. His name and credit shall you undertake, and in my house you shall be friendly lodged. Look that you take upon you as you should. You understand me, sir? So you shall stay till you have done your business in the city. If this be courtesy, sir, accept of it.
Oh, sir, I do, and would repeat you ever the patron of my life and liberty.
Then go with me to make the matter good. This, by the way, I let you understand. My father is here looked for every day to pass assurance of a dower in marriage twixt me and one Baptista's daughter here. In all these circumstances I'll instruct you. Come with me to clothe you as becomes you. This way, sir. Just on.
No, forsooth! I dare not for my life!
The more my wrong, the more his spite appears. What? Did he marry me to famish me? Beggars that come unto my father's door upon entreaty have at present arms. If not, elsewhere they meet with charity. But I, who never knew how to entreat, nor never needed that I should entreat, I'm starved for meat, giddy for lack of sleep, with oath kept waking and with brawling fed. And that which spikes me more than all these other wants, he does it under name of perfect love. As who should say, if I should sleep or eat to a deadly sickness or else present death, I prithee, get me some repast. I care not what, so it be wholesome food.
What say you to a neat's foot?
'Tis passing good, I prithee, let me have it.
I fear it is too choleric a meat. Oh, how say you to a fat tripe, finely broiled?
Oh, I like it well. Good Grumio, fetch it me.
I cannot tell, I fear it is choleric. What say you to a piece of beef and mustard?
Oh, a dish that I do love to feed upon.
Aye, but the mustard is too hot a little.
Oh, why then the beef and let the mustard rest.
Nay, then, I will not. You shall have the mustard, or else you get no beef of Grumio.
Then both? Or one? Or anything thou wilt?
Why then, the mustard without the beef? Huh?
Go!
Oh.
Get gone, I say! The false polluting slave that feeds me with the very name of meat! And sorrow on thee and all the pack of you that triumph thus upon my misery! I'll go get thee gone, I say!
How fares thy cake? What, sweeting? All a mort?
Mistress, what cheer?
Faith as cold can be!
Pluck up thy spirits. Look cheerfully upon me. Here, love. See how diligent I am to dress thy meat myself and bring it thee. I'm sure, sweet Kate, such kindness merits thanks. What? Not a word? Why, then all my pains are sorted to no proof. Here, take away this dish.
I pray you let it stand.
Even the poorest service is repaid with thanks. And so shall mine before you touch the meat.
I thank you, sir.
Signor Petruchio, fie, the field is won. Come, Mistress Kate, I'll bear thee company.
Eat it all up, Hortensio, if thou lovest me. Much good do it unto thy gentle heart. Come, Kate, eat apace. We will return unto thy father's house to revel as bravely as the best. What, hast thou dined? Ah, aye, the tailor stays thy leisure to deck thy body with his ruffling treasure. Come, tailor, let us see these ornaments. Lay forth the gown. Ah, what news with you, sir?
Here is the cap your worship did to speak.
Why, this was moulded on a porringer. A velvet dish. Fie, it is lewd and filthy. A knack, a toy, a trick, a baby's cap. Take it hence. Get me a bigger.
I'll have no bigger. This doth fit the time, and gentlewomen wear such caps as these.
Aye, and when you're gentle, you shall have one too.
That will not be in haste.
Why, sir? I trust I may have leave to speak, and speak I will. I am no child, no babe. Your betters have endured me say my mind, and if you cannot, best you stop your ears. My tongue will tell the anger of my heart, or else my heart concealing it will break. And rather than it shall, I will be free, even to the uttermost, as I please in words.
Thou sayest true. It is a paltry cap, a custard coffin, a bauble, a silken bye. I love thee, that thou likest it not.
Love me, or love me not. I like the cap, and it I will have, or I will have none.
Aye, the gown. Come, tailor, let us see it. Mercy God. What in devil's name, Taylor, call'st thou this?
And you bid me make it orderly and well, according to the fashion and the time.
Marry, so I did. But if you be remembered, I did not bid you mar it to the time. Take it hence, make your best of it.
I never saw a better fashioned gown. More quaint, more pleasing, more commendable. Like he means to make a puppet of me.
Thou sayest true. He means to make a puppet of thee.
She says your worship means to make a puppet of her.
I see she's like to have neither cap nor gown.
Oh, monstrous arrogance. Thou liest! Thou thread! Thou thimble! Thou yard, three-quarter, half-yard, quarter nail! Thou flea! Thou net! Thou winter cricket, thou! Bravest in mine own house with a skein of thread! Away! Thou rag! Thou quantity! Thou remnant! Or I shall so bemeet thee with thy yard that thou wilt think stand prating whilst thou livest! I tell thee, thou hast marred her gown! Hortensio, seest thou will see the tailor paid. Here, take it hence. Begone and say no more.
Taylor, I'll pay thee for thy gown tomorrow. Take no unkindness from his hasty words. Away, I say, commend me to thy master.
Now, Kate, we will unto thy fathers, even in these modest, honest, mean habiliments. Our purses shall be proud, our garments poor, for it is the mind that makes the body rich. And as the sun breaketh through the darkest clouds, on appeareth in the meanest habit. What? Is the jay more precious than the lark because his feathers are more beautiful? Is the adder better than the eel because his painted skin contents the eye? No, good Kate. And neither art thou the worst for this poor furniture and mean array. If thou countest shame, blame it on me. Therefore frolic. We will forthwith to feast and sport it at thy father's house. Go, call my men. Let me see. Well, forthwith there. It's now some 7 o'clock and, well, we might be there right at a time.
I dare assure you, sir, 'tis almost 2, and 'twill be supper time ere you come there.
'Twill be 7 ere I go to horse. Look, what I speak or do or think to do, thou art still crossing it. Sirs, away! I will not go today. Ere I do, it will be what o'clock I say it is.
Why, so this gallant will command the sun?
Now, hold your own with such austerity as longeth to her father. Look at you here. Here comes Baptista. Set your countenance, sir. Signor Baptista, you are happily met. This is the gentleman I told you of. I pray you stand good father to me now. Get me Bianca for my patrimony.
Soft, son. Sir, by your leave, having come to Padua to gather some debts, my son Lucentio here made me acquainted with the weighty cause of love between your daughter and himself. I am content, in a good father's care, to have him matched.
Sir, pardon me in what I have to say. Your plainness and your shortness please me well. Right true it is, your son Lucentio here doth love my daughter, and she loveth him, or they both dissemble deeply their affections. Sir, all you have to say is if you will prove to your son and give her my daughter adequate dower, then the match is made and all is done. And Lucentio, your son, shall be my daughter's husband.
I thank you, sir. Then, at my lodging, if it like you, we'll pass the business privately and well. Send for your daughter by your servant here. Mine shall fetch the scrivener presently.
It likes me well. Biondello, hie you home and bid Bianca make her ready straight. And if you will, tell her what hath happened. That Signor Lucentio's father has arrived in Padua, and how she's like to be Lucentio's wife.
I pray the gods she may with all my heart.
Dally not with the gods and get thee gone. Signor Baptista, shall I lead the way?
Oh.
Come, one course is like to be your chair. Come, sir, we will better it in Pisa.
Cambio!
What sayest thou, Biondello?
You saw my master wink and laugh upon you.
Biondello, what of that?
Of faith, nothing, but she has left me here behind to expound the meaning. Then thus, Baptista is safe, talking with the deceiving father of a deceitful son.
And what of him?
His daughter is to be brought by you to the supper tonight.
And then?
The old priest of St. Luke's church is at your command at all hours. Take the priest, clerk, and some sufficient honest witnesses. If this be not that you look for, I have no more to say, but bid Bianca farewell forever and today. And so, adieu, sir. My master hath appointed me to go to St. Luke's, and bid the priest be ready.
Then wherefore should I doubt? Hap what hap may, I'll roundly go about her. It shall go hard if Cambio go without her.
Good Lord! How bright and goodly shines the moon!
The moon? The sun? It is not moonlight now.
I say it is the moon that shines so bright.
I know, it is the sun that shines so bright.
Now by my mother's son, and that's myself, it shall be stars or moon or what I list, ere I journey to your father's house. Fetch these horses back. Evermore crossed and crossed, nothing but crossed.
Oh, say as he says, it will never go.
Forward, I pray you, since we have come so far. And be it moon or sun or what you please, and if you please to call it a rash candle, henceforth I vow it shall be so for me.
I say it is the moon.
I know it is the moon.
Thou liest! It is the blessed sun!
Then God be blessed, it is the blessed sun. But sun it is not when you say it is not. And the moon changes even as your mind. What you will have it named, even that it is. And so it shall be so for Katharina.
Petruchio, go thy ways. The field is won.
Well, forward. Forward. But soft. Company's coming here. Kate, tell me. And tell me truly too. Hast thou ever beheld a fresher gentlewoman? What war of white and red within her cheeks? Have stars ever spangled heaven with such beauty as these two eyes commend this heavenly face? Good morrow, good mistress. Kate, embrace her for her beauty's sake.
Don't make the man mad to make a woman of him.
Young, budding virgin. Fair and fresh and sweet. Whither away, or where is thy abode? Happy the parents of so fair a child. Happier still the man whom favourable stars allot thee for his lovely bedfellow.
Now, by the world, Kate, Kate, this is a man. Old, wrinkled, faded. Not a woman, as thou sayest he is.
Pardon, old father, my mistaking eyes that have been so bedazzled by the sun that everything I look on seemeth green. Now I do perceive thou art a reverend father. Pardon, I pray thee, my mad mistaking.
Good old grandsire. Let it be known withal which way thou travellest. If along with us, we will be joyful of thy company.
Fine, sir, and oh, you, my merry mistress, with your strange encounter, it amazed me much. My name is called Vincentio, and Pisa is my dwelling. I'm bound for Padua, there to visit a son of mine who I've long not seen.
Oh, what's his name?
Lucentio, sir.
Happily we met. The happier for thy son. Now, by law as well as reverend care, I may entitle thee my loving father. The sister to my wife, this gentlewoman, by this thy son hath married. Make no wonder, nor be aggrieved, she is of good esteem, her dowry rich, and her of worthy birth. And besides, so qualified as may beseem the spouse of any noble gentleman. Let me embrace thee, O Vincentio. Wander we away to see thy honest son, who on your arrival will be full joyous.
But is this true?
I do assure thee, father, so it is.
Thank you. Go along with us and see the truth thereof.
Well, Petruchio, this has put me in heart. Have to my widow, and if she prove fraud, then hast thou taught Hortensio how to be untoward.
Softly and swiftly, sir, for the priest is ready.
I fly, Biondello, but there may chance to need thee at home, therefore leave us.
Nay, faith, I'll see the church on your back, and then I'll come back to my masters as soon as I can.
I marvel Grumio comes not all this while.
Ah! Here is the door, sir. This is Lucencio's house. My father's bears more towards the marketplace, and thither must I, so here I leave you, sir.
Oh, no, you shall but choose to drink before you go. I think I can command your welcome here, but by all accounts, there should be some cheer toward.
They're busy within. You were best knock louder.
What's he that knocks as it would beat down the gate? Is Senor Lucentio within, sir?
He is within, sir, but not to be spoken withal.
What if a man bring with him £100 or two to make merry withal?
Keep your £100 to yourself. You shall need none so long as I live.
Sir, tell Signor Lucentio his father has come from Pisa and is here at the door to speak with him.
Thou liest. His father has come from Padua, and here, looking out of the window.
Art thou his father?
Aye, sir. So his mother says, if I may believe her. How now, gentlemen? This is flat knavery. Take upon yourself another man's name. Lay hands on the villain. I believe he meets to cousin somebody in the city under my countenance.
I've seen them in the church together. God send them good shipping. Who is here? Mine old master Vincentio. Oh, now we're undone and brought to nothing.
Oh, come hither, rogue. What? Have you forgot me?
Forgot you? Oh no, sir, I could not forget you, for I never saw you before in all my life.
What? Have you not seen your master's father, Vincentio?
What, my old worshipful master?
Yes, Marissa, see where he looks out of the window.
It's not so!
Help! He's a madman!
Help, Senor Baptista! Prithee, Kate, let's stand aside and see the end of this controversy.
Sir, what are you that offer to beat my servant?
What am I? Nay, what are you? A silk doublet and velvet hose? Oh, immortal gods, I am undone. While I play the good husband at home, my son and my servant spend it all at the university.
Now, what's the matter?
What, is the man lunatic?
Sir, you seem a sober ancient gentleman by your habit, but your words show you a madman. Why, sir, what cerns you if I wear pearl and gold? I thank my good father I'm able to maintain it.
Your father is a sailmaker in Bergamo.
You mistake, sir. You mistake, sir. What do you think is his name?
Her name.
Huh?
Her name, as if I knew it not. I have raised her since she was 3 years old. Her name is Tranio.
Away, madass. This is Lucentio, mine only son and heir to the lands of me, Senor Vincentio.
Lucentio. She has murdered her master. Now lay hands on her, I charge you, in the Duke's name. My son. My son. Well, what have you done with my son? What have you done with him?
Call an officer.
What have you done with him?
Carry this mad knave to a jail! Father Baptista, I see that he be forthcoming.
What? Carry me to jail?
Stay, officer. He shall not go to prison.
Speak not, Signor Gremio. I say he shall go to jail.
Take heed, Signor Baptista, lest you be cody-catched in this business. I dare swear this is the right Vincentio.
Swear if thou darest.
Well, I dare not swear it.
Then thou wouldst best say I am not Lucentio.
Yea, I know thee to be Signor Lucentio.
Away with the dotard, to jail with him.
All dust strangers are hailed and abused. You notorious villain!
Oh, we are spoiled, and yonder he is. Deny him, forswear him, or else we're all undone.
Pardon, sweet father.
Lives my sweet son!
Pardon, dear father.
What, how hast thou offended? Where is Lucentio?
Here's Lucentio, right son to the right Vincentio, that hath by marriage made thy daughter mine.
Huh?
While counterfeit supposes glared thine eye.
Here's packing with a witness to deceive us all.
Now, where's that villain Tranio that braved and faced me in all of this?
Is not this my cambio?
Well, Cambio is changed into Lucentio.
Love wrought these miracles. Bianca's love made me exchange my fate with Tranio, while she did bear my countenance in the town. And happily I've arrived at the last unto the wished haven of my bliss. What Tranio did, myself enforce it to. So pardon her, sweet father, for my sake.
I'll slit the nose of the villain that would have me sent to jail.
Sir, tell me, listen to me. Have you married my daughter without first asking my permission?
Fear not, Baptista. We will continue in this. Go to. And I will inside to be revenged for this villainy.
And I, to sound the depths of this knavery.
Look not pale, Bianca, thy father will not frown.
My cake is dough. Well, I'll in among the rest, out of hope of all but my share of the feast.
Husband, let's away and see the end of this ado.
First kiss me, Kate, and I will.
What? In the midst of the street?
What, are thou ashamed of me?
Oh, no, sir, marry God forbid, but ashamed to kiss.
Go on, away home again.
Nay, then, come. I will give thee a kiss. Now, pray, love, stay.
Is this not well, Kate? Come. Better once than never, for never's too late.
In questo mondo tanto grande, noi siamo tutti dei piccini, dagli Appennini alle Ande, da San Francisco a Pechino, ce lo dimostra un raccontino, che bel bambino che è un tesoro, Marcellino, pane e vino, che racchiudo qui nel cuor, quel piccolo trovatello è stato deposto un dì sulla porta del convento per ripeterci così. Ricordate Marcellino, solo pane, solo vino e un minuscolo. Marcellino, Marcellino, ricordate Marcellino, solo pane, solo vino e un minuscolo. Marcellino, Marcellino. Se noi giochiamo a fargli affari, ma è sottrazioni, noi non vediamo che i denari, sogniamo solo i milioni. Le cose che l'hanno trovato un dì sulla porta.
At last, though long, our jarring notes agree. My fair Bianca. Bid my father welcome, while I with self-same kindness welcome thine. Brother Petruchio, Sister Katharina, and thou Hortensio, with thy loving widow. Feast with the best and welcome to my house. Pray you, sit down, for now we sit to chat as well as eat.
Nothing but sit and eat and eat!
How do I afford such kindness, son Petruchio?
How do I afford nothing but what is kind, father?
For both our sakes, I would that word were true.
Oh, by the world! Hortensio fears his widow.
Never trust me if I be afeard.
You are very sensible, and yet you miss my sense. I mean, Hortensio is afeard of you.
He that's giddy thinks the world turns round.
Randomly replied.
He that is giddy thinks the world turns round. I pray you tell me what you meant by that.
Your husband, being troubled with a shrew, measures my husband's sorrow by his woe. And now you know my meaning.
A very mean meaning.
Right. I mean you.
And I am mean indeed, respecting you.
To her, Kate. To her widow. 100 marks, my Kate will put it down.
That is my office.
Spoken like an officer! Here to thee, lad.
I like Signor Gremio, these quick-witted folk.
I believe you, sir. They butt together well.
Head and butt, a hasty-witted body would say that head and butt were head and horn.
Has awakened you?
Aye, but not frighted me, and therefore I'll sleep again.
Nay, you shall not. Since you have begun, have at it for a bit of jest or two.
Am I your bird? I mean to shift my bush, and therefore pursue me as you draw your bow. You are welcome all.
Ping!
In good sadness, son Petruchio, I think thou hast won the veriest true of all.
Well, I say no. And for assurance, let each man send unto his wife, and he whose wife is most obedient to come at first when he doth send for her, will win the wager which we will propose.
Content! What is the wager?
20 crowns.
20 crowns? I'll venture so much on my hawk and hound, but 20 times so much upon my wife.
100 then.
Contents!
'Tis a match.
Who shall begin?
That will I. Go, Biondello. Bid your mistress come to me.
I go.
Son, I'll be your half, Bianca comes.
I'll have no halves. I'll bear it all myself. How now? What news?
Sir, my mistress sends you word that she is busy and cannot come.
She is busy and cannot come. Is that an answer?
Oh, and a kind one too. Pray God, sir, your wife send you not a worse.
I hope better.
Biondello, go and entreat my wife to come to me forthwith.
Nay, entreat. Then she needs must come.
I'm afraid, sir, do what you may. Yours will not be entreated. Now, where's my wife?
She says you have some goodly jest in hand. She will not come. She bids you come to her.
She will not come! Worse and worse! Vile, intolerable, not to be endured. Sirrah, Grumio! Go to thy mistress and say to her I command her come to me.
I know her answer.
What?
She will not.
Ah, the foul of fortune mine, and there's an end.
No, by my halidame, here is Katharina.
What is your will, sir, that you send for me?
Where is your sister and Hortensio's wife?
They sit conferring by the parlour fire.
Go, fetch me them hither straight. If they deny to come, swinge me them soundly forth unto their husbands. Go. Away.
Well, there is a wonder if you talk of a wonder.
And so it is. I wonder what it bodes.
Marry. Peace it bodes. And love. And a quiet life. To be short, what's not that's sweet and happy?
Now, fair before thee, good Petruchio. The wager thou hast won. And to their losses I will add 20,000 crowns. Another dowry for another daughter, for she has changed as she had never been.
Nay, I'll win my wager better yet, and show more sign of her obedience, her new-built virtue and obedience. See where she comes, brings your froward wives as prisoners to her womanly persuasion. Catherine, that cap of yours becomes you not. Cast off that bauble, throw it underfoot.
Oh, Lord, let me never have a cause to sigh till I be brought to such a silly pass.
Fie, what a foolish duty call you this?
I would your duty were as foolish too. The wisdom of your duty, fair Bianca, hath cost me 100 crowns since supper time.
The more fool you for laying on my duty.
Catherine, I charge thee, tell these headstrong women what duty they do owe their lords and husbands.
Oh, come, you're mocking. We'll have no telling.
Come on, I say, and first begin with her.
Oh, she shall not.
I say she shall. First begin with her.
Fie. Unknit that threatening, unkind brow. I doubt not scornful glances from those eyes to wound thy lord, thy king, thy governor. It blots thy beauty as frosts do bite the meads, confounds thy fame as whirlwinds shake fair buds, and in no sense is meet or amiable. A woman moved is like a fountain troubled, muddy, ill-seeming, thick, bereft of beauty. And while it is so, none so dry or thirsty will deign to sip or touch one drop of it. Thy husband is thy lord, thy life, thy keeper, thy head, thy sovereign, one that cares for thee and for thy maintenance, commits his body to painful labour both by sea and land, to watch the night in storms, the days in cold, whilst thou liest at home, secure and safe, and craves no other tribute at thy hand but love, fair looks, and true obedience. Too little payment for so great a debt. Such duty as the subject owes the prince, even such a woman oweth to her husband. And when she is froward, peevish, sullen, sour, and not obedient to his honest will, what is she but a foul contending rebel, and graceless traitor to her loving lord? I am ashamed that women are so simple to offer war when they should kneel for peace. To seek for rule, supremacy, and sway when they are bound to serve, love, and obey. Why are our bodies soft and weak and smooth and apt to toil and trouble in the world, but that our soft conditions and our hearts should well agree with our external parts? Come, come, you froward and unable worms. My mind hath been as big as one of yours, my heart as great, my reason haply more to bandy word for word, and frown for frown. But now I see our lances are but straws, our strength as weak, our weakness past compare, that seeming to be most, which we indeed least are. Then veil your stomachs, for it is no boot, and place your hands below your husband's foot, in token of which duty, if he please, my hand is ready. May it do him ease.
Now there's a wench. Come on and kiss me, Kate.
Well, go thy ways, old lad, for thou shalt have it.
It's a good hearing when children are toward,
but a harsh hearing when women are froward.
Come, Kate, we'll to bed. We three are married, but you two are spared. 'Twas I won the wager, though you hit the white. And being a winner, God give you good night!